If you live anywhere from Virginia to Florida and west to Texas and Oklahoma and all the states in between, you know what you're looking at. This is a ant hill, and without a doubt, ants in general are some of the most intrusive and annoying pests to deal with in the garden. Today, I'm going to show you or give you some tips, 5 to be exact, on how you can help reduce their annoyance in the garden. The first and easiest way to keep ants out of your plants and beds are to plant herbs, strong smelling herbs like basil, rosemary, dill. Here you're looking at my 2 basil plants, and they are planted in the long raised bed here. I have not had any issues with ants or anything like that. As I said before, they do not like the smell of basil and other strong smelling herbs. Tip number 2, plant marigolds and gardenias, other strong smelling flowers in your beds, and you will not have any problems with ants either. In this bed, this is my wife's flower bed, and it actually has served 2 purposes. One, to be trap crops so that pests and other items are sacrificed for them. And number 2, for cut flowers for my wife. These have served their usefulness 100%. So in the U-shaped bed along the first drip line, I have some bunching onions, some Lisbon, Lisbon, bunching onions. And onions, along with garlic, are members of the Allium family, and they're very strong smelling. Ants do not like them as well. So I'm anticipating not having any issues with ants in this particular bed as well. You can also use essential oils such as peppermint oil, mint oil, tea oil, any type of oil mixed with water, and spray it around the perimeter of your plants. And that will also keep ants from becoming a nuisance and pest in the garden. Here, where we're standing at, I recently removed my zucchini and squash plants. And one of the reasons that I removed them was because ants were beginning to be a nuisance. And as a matter of fact, the day that I was actually removing them, I wasn't paying attention to where I was standing and stepped right into a ant bed. And needless to say, it was very painful. Thankfully, I'm not allergic to ant bites. Others that suffer anaphylactic shock, being bit by an ant can be life-threatening. My grandsons are like that. We have to carry EpiPens for them whenever they're outside. So that's another reason to try to keep an eye on ants and making sure that they're not near your plants. Now, Another way to keep ants out of your beds and out of the perimeter of your garden is to spray a mixture of vinegar and water, distilled vinegar and water. And this is what we have in here. We have 1 part vinegar and 3 parts water. So I'm going to pump it up. And then we're going to spray. And as I said, ants do not like the smell of vinegar. Some people do not like the smell of vinegar, but it does work. And the reason I'm spraying this particular bed is I've actually seen ants inside of it. Another way to help control ants in the garden and in your containers is to be precise with your watering. What I mean by that is to use a watering wand or a drip system like I have, or even a watering can. Ants seek out moisture and they seek out sugary substances as well. The more wetness or extra water runoff that you have, the easier it will be for them to find it and become a problem later on down the road. Um, in this particular bed that we're looking at, we have cucumbers and we have okra. Okra, by its very nature produces a sticky sap that ants love. So they're going to come to that and try to mine and harvest that. So you have to keep an eye out on that and be vigilant. Um, Okra also attracts aphids. Ants, aphids will also produce a sugary substance. The ants will take care of the aphids as long as they provide the sugary substance. So now you will have 2 pests in your garden. Perhaps the easiest way to ensure that you don't have ants is to cover your plants. Now, in the raised bed, you get row covers and cover them. And in your containers, you can do the same thing. Now, eventually, I may start doing something like that, but right now, I'm just going to go ahead with the precise watering and then spraying of essential oils, planting of onions and garlic, and planting of the flowers. I haven't had too many problems with ants in the beds. It's just around the outside of the bed. It seems like when you get rid of one, 2 more pop up. I've been reading on the internet of a method that may work. So I'm going to experiment with that and at a later date probably make a video. I want to thank you for coming along while I gave you 5 ways of fighting ants in the garden. Hopefully you got something out of it. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of vegetables by myself, but I cannot grow the channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the like button and the notification bell all, so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. If you like my content, chances are that your friends and family will, so you can share it as well. So until next time, always remember, even in small spaces such as mine, you can grow a great amount of food for yourself and your family. Stay blessed, stay strong, and grow, grow, grow. Lastly, and most importantly, always give the thanks to God. For without Him, we are nothing. Until next time, take care.